Welcome to ResponseABLE Parenting, the podcast that shows you how to parent in alignment to your emotions, needs, and goals versus your programming, bad advice, and let's face it, outdated strategies that just don't work. You'll get in the trenches support on nervous system and emotional regulation, critical mindset shifts, stronger communication strategies, and more. In this podcast, you'll gain transformational tools that take you from reacting to every frustration to responding with clarity, regulation, and finally setting the example you desire for your kids. I'm Becky Jennings, your new parenting coach, and this is the ResponseABLE Parenting podcast. Let's get into it. Hello, everyone. Welcome back. I'm going to try my very hardest to not sing in this episode because I am setting regulation practices to the well-known popular song, 12 Days of Christmas. So I am going to walk you through these regulation practices. And at the end, instead of a partridge in a pear tree, we will have a regulated parent modeling calm for all of the house to see. Yes, I am in the holiday spirit and I am nerding out. So here we go. The goal is to get to, instead of one partridge, we get one parent who is regulated. All right, so we are going to start with 2 self-hugs. All right, a self-hug. It is a very underutilized but very helpful regulator because it's giving us that physical comfort that we need that we might not be able to ask for or find. Because I know, particularly when I am red hot, I don't want to be touched, but it is that connective practice that actually really helps. So you can wrap your arms all the way up and around to your shoulders. Give yourself a big squeeze. Squeeze as tight as you can. You can inhale, almost fill up your chest like you're trying to inhale so big that you're almost pushing your arms off of you. And then exhale. And then inhale. Push, push, push. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. And exhale. If you want to even add a shoulder massage to that, bonus points because it feels really great to add the shoulder and neck massage. Okay, number 3, 3 towels a twistin'. Okay, towel twisting is absolutely the most magical. I love it so much. You're going to grab a towel. Maybe you're traveling, so you're going to grab a sweatshirt or you're going to grab a jacket. It doesn't really matter what it is, but it needs to be fairly thick. So you're going to, as if you're rolling up a dish towel or a hand towel, get it to the point, or a sleeve of a sweatshirt, cylinder shape, and you are going to hold on to either side and with all of your body, and I kind of almost want you to create a cat position in your upper body. You're going to twist and squeeze as hard as you can. You're holding your breath as you squeeze. So a big inhale and twist and squeeze. At the same time, you're scrunching your face in. You are squeezing, almost snarling your face, and you are squeezing with all of your might. And then exhale, release. Inhale again, prepare, hold your breath, squeeze, twist, snarl that face, crunch it up, get it all tight together, and release. 3 rounds of this, and I swear you will be back on your game quicker than you ever thought possible. All right, number 4. 4 is a dance break, right? Shake it out. If you can spend 4 minutes dancing, 4 minutes dancing, right? You are going to feel so great. Whether it doesn't matter what type of music you like. You could classically be doing some ballet. You could be doing some hip hop. You could be doing line dancing. I really don't care as long as you hear the music and you are letting it rip, right? This would be not for necessarily the airport if you're traveling. But say you're at your in-laws or you're at your own family's house, go into the bathroom, put your headphones in, and just let it rip in front of the mirror. I swear it is so helpful to just have a song that you truly, truly remember from the past that you love, that you used to dance to all the time. Maybe it's like when I was a little kid and I used to jump on my bed dancing to Alanis Morissette, right? Singing those Jagged Little Pill songs that I actually had no idea what they were about and was super inappropriate to be listening to at 8 and 9 years old. but just listen to it and let it rip. 5 golden rings, we're turning it into a 5 sense body scan, right? Name what you see, what you hear, what you feel, what you smell, and what you taste. Scan the room, just name it. Just focus on naming every single one of your 5 senses. It is going to be so helpful because it brings you right back into the present moment. And when you can be noticing things that are safe in your body, you are giving signals and active energy to your nervous system, proving safety. Okay? So 5 senses scan. I promised I wouldn't sing, but I am singing. Now we are moving on to 6 physiological sighs. Okay? So a physiological sigh is a wonderful way to prove to your body, to give the input to your nervous system that you are 100% safe. There is no threat around you. Now, a sigh, think about a sigh when you are about to go to bed and you just go the, you give that one final sigh. That is an immediate signal to your body: safety, rest, calm, settle. So a physiological sigh is when you inhale almost all the way. You're not fully at the top of your inhale. You do one final almost sip of air, hold it for a second, and then do a big exhale out. So that's going to look like hold. It's that exhale, that out through your mouth, that longer sigh. You want your sigh to be longer than your inhale. And that is going to signal, again, safety. So we're signaling safety multiple times. We're signaling it not only with the sigh, but we're signaling it with the length of the exhale. So 7 hums of regulation. When we hum, we are activating the vagus nerve, and the vagus nerve is going to activate the parasympathetic, which is that rest or digest, signaling, again, safety to the body. So a hum, you can either be humming a song, you can either just be humming, just a monotone. I like to add the letter V sound, and that's going to activate it even more. So it's a signal that is going to activate that rest and digest. That is going to activate the parasympathetic nerve. 7 rounds of that. I promise you, you're a different person on the other side. Can I be super real with you and tell you a personal story? A few years back, my son, the whole reason why I do the job I do today, was having one of those fiery moments. He was talking back, demanding it be his way. He was refusing to listen to any of our solutions, and the moment was getting really intense. My husband looked at me and said, "Well, you know all the parenting stuff, fix this." I completely froze. All the scripts from the books I'd read, all the strategies from the podcasts I'd listened to, completely disappeared from my brain in that moment. But based on the volume of challenges that we were having with our strong-willed ADHD son, I knew I had to figure out a different way, because panicking in the moment and grasping at anything only to not follow through at all and end up yelling just wasn't working. From this experience, I developed a repeatable, easy to remember, and easy to follow system that literally works with every single triggering moment. I can attest to it because there are many in my life. Now I can show up the way I want. I can communicate in a way that actually resonates with my strong-willed child. If this sounds like a solution for what's happening in your home, take these next 2 steps. Number 1, watch the free training about my rewiring process in the show notes. And then number 2, book your free call. On that call, we will talk about what's happening in your home, and you will get a customized solution that works best for you. I assure you, this doesn't have to feel as hard day in and day out as it does. There is the solution, and I'm so excited to talk to you about it. 8, ear massage. Okay, this is honestly one of my favorite go-to regulators. You're going to find, and you can see it on the YouTube video, but I will try to add this into the reel that I'm going to be doing to show this as well. There's a little crux in your ear right before you go. You're not putting your finger in your actual ear. You're going to move it up just a little bit, and you're going to find that little nook, and you're going to massage that section of your ear. Again, we are hitting right into that activation of the nervous system, promoting release, promoting reduction of stress. And then you're going to do that on either side. Honestly, if you do 8 rounds, you might even pass out. You might fall asleep. So don't necessarily do it too many times, but just make sure you're hitting at least an 8 count on either side. 9 rounds of box breath. A box breath is so simple and yet so overlooked. So a box breath, you're going to actually quite literally make a box. So you're going to inhale with the top of the box, hold your breath, exhale to make the bottom of the box, hold your breath again to meet the top. Inhale, hold, exhale, hold, inhale, hold, exhale, hold. You're going to do a count of 4 on every section of the box. 10 swaying arms. So standing, you are going to take your arms out to either side, and you're just going to go let momentum take you from side to side, basically crossing the midline of your body. Let your arms be noodles, right? And you're going to get to the point where they're swaying and slapping on the sides of your body without any control. That sway, that gentle side to side rhythmic motion is going to give your body such a calm sensory input. 11 wall push-ups. You don't need to get on the ground for this. If you get on the ground and do push-ups, amazing, but we are going to be pushing as hard as we can against the wall. You could just push against the wall, against a table, against a countertop for 11 seconds, but we want to have that active feedback, that active engagement against the wall for a minimum of 11 reps or 11 counts. And then number 12 is 12 running arms. Okay, there are so many moments when we want to flee a situation, when we are so overstimulated that we want to, our fight or flight is being like, no, this is flight, get out of here. So you are quite literally going to mimic the motion of running, and you can do it as fast as you want to go. Minimum of 12 reps. Maybe you do it a handful of times, 12 times. It is so helpful. You are going to get that activation energy out of your body. You're going to get the physical release. You're going to get endorphins running, and you are going to mimic the motion of actually fleeing, but you're staying put and you're regulating your nervous system. So I did try to sing it. We're editing that out because it was not pleasant. So I'm going to say it instead. Okay, on the 12th day of Christmas, my true love gave to me 12 running arms, 11 wall push-ups, 10 swaying slaps, 9 box breaths, 8 ear massages, 7 hums of regulation, 6 physiological sighs, the 5 senses scan. See, I tried to sing it again. 4 dance breaks, 3 towel twists, 2 self hugs, and 1 regulated parent modeling calm. I hope that was helpful. I hope you enjoyed this episode. Happy holidays, everyone, and I will see you in the new year. Thank you for listening to the ResponseABLE Parenting podcast. If you like what you heard, please take a moment to rate, review, and subscribe. If you know someone who would benefit from this podcast, I'd be honored if you'd share this episode with them. Until next time, know that you are enough, you are capable, you've made it through all of your hardest days, and we will keep growing on this parenting journey together. This podcast was produced by Kim Kelty and myself, Becky Jennings, and edited by the Kelty Method, Branding and Podcasting.